Hi there, this is Paige with Stamp Girl here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm sharing with you my fancy fold cards for the month of July, and in keeping with doing Christmas in July for many of my collabs, I decided to make a couple of Christmas cards. This is a collab I'm doing with Jerry, who is Crafty Stash here on YouTube, and I will be leaving a link to her channel down below. So I made this card right here. It was a card idea from Rachel Tessman, who is a very talented Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. She calls this a bay window card because this little part right here reminded her of a bay window. And then it just holds itself in place by tucking this one little tab under the sentiment label. So I've got two cards that I made. They both used sentiments from this stamp set from Stampin' Up! Called Embellished Ornaments, thinking of you at Christmas and with loving wishes for a bright and beautiful season. And then on the back of the card there is plenty of room to stamp and write an additional message. Or you can always do it on the inside here too, I guess. And then it will display on their table or mantle at the holiday time. Now the paper I used is from Stampin' Up! It's called Feels Like Frost. This was in last year's holiday catalog, but it's going to be in the new August to December catalog as well. So if you didn't get it last year, be sure and pick it up now. It has some beautiful prints in it. Let me tell you a little bit about the fold. So your cardstock is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Let me just double check that. Well, let's find the right kind of ruler. Okay. Yep, 4 1/4 by 11. And on one end you're going to score at 3/8 of an inch, 1 7/8 of an inch, 3 5/8 of an inch, 5 1/8 of an inch, and 5 1/2. So you'll score it in half like you do for a regular A2 card. And then you'll make these additional scores. This score will get folded up, this score will come back, this score will come back, and this score will go forward. So that you end up with a shape like this. Now, this little section right here will get glued down to the card base. The rest of it stays loose. And when you put a label or something on dimensionals over here, so you have something to tuck that little tab underneath to make it stand out, then you get this effect. So once again, it's 4 1/2 by 11. You score at 5 1/2 like you normally do. You score at 5 1/8, 3 5/8, 1 7/8, and 3/8 of an inch. And then you just fold in a couple of different directions to get your score lines. And then this section here close to the halfway fold will get adhered down, and the rest will stay loose. And then you need some kind of an element over here on dimensionals that you can tuck it into so that it will stay open. And then when you mail it, you just untuck it, fold it flat, and it's ready to mail. So anyway, those are my two cards. I would like to thank you for joining me, and now I'm off to create.